Alice. I hope you're doing all right. There is something I want you to do today. I want you to break up with my brother today. Very simple and easy to understand, right? You will break up with my brother, won't you? I hope this all makes sense to you. And just so you know, this is not something you have the liberty of rejecting. You and my brother are going to be separated as of today. What? It's nice to hear from you, but I don't understand. What are you saying? I'll come up with a good reason for why you had to break up with him, and tell him myself. I'll tell him that there was something that you could not let go, that there was no choice but for you to leave him. So please don't contacting him anymore. If you have something you need to tell my brother, or if he has something to tell you, I'll be standing between both of you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold it right there. What on earth are you talking about? Why do I have to break up with Ken today? We're engaged. You know that, right? Why would I need to explain myself in the first place? It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? I mean, you're way out of his league. You shouldn't be dating someone as perfect as my brother. What? Despite the fact that you're being so mean to me, I still don't get what you were getting at. What do you mean by I don't deserve him? Oh, I just realized. I don't have to make up an excuse in the first place. I just said it, didn't I? I'll tell him that you wanted to break up with him because you finally realized that you don't deserve to date a man like my brother. That's why you decided to break up with him, and that you wouldn't be interfering with him anymore, because you realized that you are a pathetic and poorly educated person. What did you just call me? Did you say that I was pathetic and poorly educated? That's a bit rude, don't you think? Yes, I did. And I think I did a very good job describing you using such few words. You're not exactly pretty, are you? If I may, I must say you're quite ugly. And your educational background is very poor. A girl like you shouldn't be thinking about marrying someone like my brother. He's a little too, perfect, isn't he? But don't worry, I won't let that happen. I'll do anything to keep you away from him. Well, I'm so sorry that you thought I'm not pretty. But to say that I am poorly educated is just not acceptable. So are you telling me that you don't like the fact that I didn't graduate from college? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. I don't want to remind you, but my brother went to Harvard. I repeat, Harvard. And now he works at a top-tier company, and he's known for being outstanding at his work too. So it's obvious, isn't it? A girl who has never even studied at college doesn't qualify to date a man like my brother. Oh, so is that why you are not going to allow us to get married? Yes, exactly. I have always been fond of my brother. He's good-looking and he's graduated from Harvard, which means he is highly educated. He's my brother, but I've never met anyone as perfect as him. And I know he deserves someone better than you. So I want you to stop talking about your engagement with him as of today. Call off the wedding, because I will never let it happen. And you will break up with my brother, no matter what. No, I won't. I'm not going to break up with him, and I intend to be married to him very soon. Don't get me wrong. I do think that you, as his little sister, being worried about your big brother's marriage and the fact that you want the best for him is very sweet. Although you are being terribly rude to me. But believe me, I'm going to make him the happiest man on earth. So I assure you that he will be happy with me. There is nothing for you to worry about. How is a poorly educated woman with a low income going to make my brother happy? You're probably going to be asking my brother to buy you all the things that you want with the money that he earns. You seem to be pretending to be a very quiet, calm, and obedient woman around him, but I know what kind of woman you really are. Women who cannot earn enough money themselves are going to treat a man like they are an ATM after they get married, and just use their husband for his money. I would never treat him like that. I am not marrying him for his money. I love him. We love each other. And that's why we're getting married. I'm not going to quit my job even after I get married. And I intend to earn myself so that I can make him happy too. How? It's impossible for someone to earn more than others. You're probably gonna earn the lowest income possible, doing something that isn't going to be appreciated by anyone. You poorly educated people only have a few places that you can work for. And it doesn't pay. You're gonna have to work so hard to earn that small amount of money that you will only pay for food for half a month. And I'm sure they won't even pay you any bonus. I don't work for a place like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe a few dollars more than the lowest income. I really can't stand the fact that a woman like that is going to marry my own brother. I also cannot take the fact that you are going to be my sister-in-law. I really can't stand that. Maybe you haven't noticed, but I go to Harvard as well. Which means that we are all highly educated. And there's no room for a poorly educated woman like you to join our family. Hey, Linda. I know that you like your brother so much, but you are being so rude. I cannot take this anymore. Have you actually noticed that you have been insulting me all this time that I've been messaging you? I'm only trying to explain to a stupid woman how the world goes round in a very easy-to-understand way. Although, my bad. She doesn't seem to be understanding what I'm telling her at all. My brother should be marrying a top woman, or a super elite, powerful woman. Not someone as pathetic as you. You really shouldn't be around him at all. It's not how things should be. That's why I don't want you around him anymore. As of today, you will break up with him, and that is not a request. You will obey or else. I don't know what bad things could happen to you.
Hey, Alice. How are you doing? I just heard that you are breaking up with me, and it really surprised me. What's happening? It's not true, right? If there's something going on that I'm not aware of, you need to tell me right away, because I'm never letting you go. And I heard that you said something like, we weren't meant to be together and that I was too perfect for you, or something like that. If that's what you really said, then I don't understand what you mean, so you'd have to explain. I will not break up with you like this, and those reasons don't make any sense at all. Please tell me that you are not breaking up with me, because it really is breaking my heart.
I'm not breaking up with you. You're the love of my life, and I'm never letting you go either. Ugh, your stupid sister. She just texted me and started spitting insanity at me about how we need to break up and that she's going to orchestrate it.
Yeah, she was the one who just told me. She said that you asked her to tell me because it was too difficult for you to tell me yourself. She said that you told her to tell me that you are going to call off the wedding as well, because you wanted to finish our relationship and break up with me.
I never asked her to tell you anything, and I never said those things. I can't believe she told you such nonsense. Don't believe anything she said. I'm going to marry you.
So, she lied to me? Are you absolutely sure? She sounded really convincing.
100% absolute fake nonsense. Don't believe one single word of what she says. She told me that she doesn't want us to get married because she doesn't think that I am good enough for you. She thinks that you should be with someone much better than me.
She doesn't approve of our marriage? What does she have to do with our marriage in the first place?
Exactly! She doesn't think that I am good enough for you or your family. She said that she doesn't think that I am appropriate as her brother's fiancé and that she wants me to break up with you.
What?
Of course, I said absolutely not, but she didn't seem to understand at all. Nor did she listen to what I was telling her. She just wants us to break up.
I'm sorry that she said such terrible things to you. You must have been hurt. I don't know what to say.
Well, I must say, I was surprised to see those words coming out of her. But I knew that Linda loves you very much, so it actually makes sense that she doesn't approve of our marriage.
Linda's always loved me too much since we were small. She seems to cross the line sometimes, and this has been the issue for a long time now. But I never thought she would hurt my fiancé like this. It's understandable that she doesn't approve of our marriage, but to ask you to break up with me is just going too far. What she has been doing and has been saying to you is unacceptable.
She really doesn't like the fact that I never went to college. You graduated from Harvard and she goes to Harvard as well. So she thinks that someone who didn't go to Harvard or any college at all should not be joining her family. That's why she doesn't like me at all. She wants to end our relationship so that I will never become a member of her family. Because I will embarrass her.
What? Is she being that rude to you? I can't believe it.
By the way, does she know what I do for work? She said that I was poorly educated, and so she assumed that I have a very low income. She didn't seem to know what I do for work at the moment.
Wow. She's been so harsh on you. I'm so sorry. Well, I've told her about you and the kind of person you are, but not about your career.
So you didn't tell her what I do for work in detail?
I don't think I've ever told her in detail. Linda just wanted to know which college you went to. So I told her that you never went to college. And then she told me that there was nothing else she wanted to know about you.
I see. So that's how she's assuming that my income is low.
I'm so sorry that she's acting like this to you. I should have explained to her more. I was just so happy that you said yes, and I forgot about explaining the details to my family.
You don't have to be sorry about anything. It's my work, so I think I'll explain it to her myself. I just thought that if she knew what I do for work, she may change her point of view, and hopefully that would change her attitude towards me as well. The next time I have the chance to explain it to her, I will. So you don't need to worry about anything, Ken. I don't want anything to get any more complicated. So please promise me that you will leave this all up to me to handle from here.
All right. I cannot thank you enough for handling this in such a mature way, despite the fact that my own little sister has been so childish and so rude to you. I'm so sorry to make you handle the situation, but I believe it's the best way to move this forward at this point.
Hey, what did you say to my brother? No matter what I tell him, he says that he won't break up with you and says that he will marry you despite all the bad things I tell him. Yes, I heard all about it from Ken. He told me that you are making up stories to make him break up with me. But he said that he's always telling you how much he's sure about this marriage, and even if you keep telling those things to him, he will still marry me. I am so lucky to be engaged to a man who loves me so much. Shut up! You are an ugly, pathetic woman. You don't love my brother. You just want his money, don't you? I know it. That's why I'm never going to approve of you marrying my brother. You heard him, right? He's not going to listen to what you say. He's going to marry me, no matter what. He loves me so much. It's called true love. Ew! What's the heart for? That's disgusting. Do you know his secret or something? And are you using that to blackmail him into marrying you? That's insane! I am not blackmailing him into marrying me at all. He asked me to marry him, so I said yes. Oh, really? It all sounds so fake to me. You must be blackmailing him, or else he wouldn't be engaged to someone like you. It doesn't make sense. My perfect brother shouldn't have to marry an ugly, stupid person like you. Oh, Linda, what can I say? You're gonna stick to your false assumptions no matter what I tell you, aren't you? You never went to college, which means that you stopped studying after you graduated high school. That's why I say that you are poorly educated and therefore poorly paid because you don't have many skills you can offer. And that's why you are trying to marry someone who is highly educated, much cleverer than you, and is paid much more than you so that he'll buy you things that you want. And I know that this is the kind of plan that a stupid person would think up. You have to listen to what I tell you. I will first explain to you about my work, and then I'm sure that you'll be able to change your way of thinking. Look, I don't have time to listen to your idiotic story of how you've lived your miserable life. I need you out of my brother's life. You need to get out of our lives before you start taking any money from us. My brother may be fooled, but I won't be. You will never marry him.
You know, she's actually my boss from work.
What? She? Who is she? Your boss? What do you mean?
It's Ken. I am so disappointed by you, you know. What terrible things are you saying to my fiancé? Although Alice told me that she will explain it to you by herself, I cannot watch you insult her any longer.
What? I don't understand. Is that really you, Kenny?
When I first heard it from Alice, I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe that my little sister would be insulting my fiancé, saying that she's poorly educated or ugly. I never knew you were capable of using such foul language.
This is supposed to be Alice's phone. Why are you sending messages to me?
That's because I'm with her right now. We were discussing our wedding. We were listing up some wedding venues we'd like to consider when you texted her.
A wedding venue? You don't have to move everything so fast. Please don't consider anything. Why aren't you listening to a word I say? I'm telling you, you should not marry her.
I've told you 1,000,000 times already, but I want to marry Alice. It's my decision, and I'm going to marry her no matter what you say or what happens. She's the one for me. Even if my little sister says that I can't, that doesn't change my decision. I will marry her. Your brother's not that pathetic, you know. When I make a decision, I make it happen.
No. Please, wait before you make any more decisions about your marriage. What do you mean when you said that she's your boss from work? Do you two work for the same company? And how could she be your boss? You must be her boss, right? She never went to college, and how could she work with someone who went to Harvard? And how could she be superior to you?
Well, it's not that we work together. It's more like I work for her.
What do you mean?
It doesn't really matter if she went to college or not. She's my boss. She runs a company, and I am one of her employees. I work for her.
She runs the company?
Yes, she's the CEO of the company I work for. That means she pays me the salary I earn.
What? I can't believe it. A person who cannot go to college cannot establish a successful company. It's a lie. I can't believe it. You're just trying to protect her, aren't you? That's why you're telling me all these things, aren't you?
It would make no sense to lie about something like this. I'm telling you the truth. If you are still so suspicious, just type the name of the company I work for on Google and you'd be able to find out yourself. Click where it says CEO, and you'd see her name there.
What? It really does have her name. I don't understand. How could this be? Why is her name on the corporate website as the CEO?
That's because she founded the company and now she's running the entire thing. She founded this company right after she graduated high school, and what's amazing is that it has kept growing since then. She's an extremely successful CEO. And now the company's making more than $1 billion each year, and is still expected to extend its business fields to enable further growth.
More than $1 billion? Her company has so much revenue?
She has been earning a lot since she was in high school. She used to make money from affiliated posts on her blogs. So after she graduated high school, she started her own company. It's amazing, right? And now she runs a website that focuses on cosmetics and beauty products.
Really?
When I was in high school, all I was thinking about was how to get into Harvard, and I didn't have any business skills then. And to think that she was such a successful business person since her high school days. It's really amazing. I really respect her for what she has accomplished. I respect her the most, more than anyone else I've ever known. She's an amazing woman, and I love her for who she is.
I still can't believe it. My brother, who went to Harvard, respects someone who only graduated high school?
It's my fault that I didn't give you much description about her. But I never thought you were so discriminative. You shouldn't be making those comments just because they didn't go to college. Linda, you have disappointed me so much.
Please don't say that.
I never thought my sister was so rude to others and so ignorant. And I blame myself for letting my stupid, ignorant sister hurt my perfect fiancé. Linda, I never want to see your face ever again.
What? Please, you don't have to be so angry at me.
Of course I'm angry at you. Actually, I'm more than angry. I'm furious. And just communicating with you really frustrates me.
What?
I want you to apologize to Alice. And I want you to really apologize and really mean it. Until then, I don't want to see your face.
Hey, wait. You have to wait. Please, don't be so harsh on me. I just wanted to protect you. I didn't mean to make you angry. I was just wishing you the perfect marriage, and I was worried that she may not be the right person for you. You have to understand. I never meant to hurt you. So please don't be so harsh.
Shut up, you ugly moron.
Kenny, don't say such hurtful things.
You use the same kind of foul language against her. You deserve to be called the same.
Ken, you used to be so kind and nice to me. Did you just say that I was ugly?
You want me to tell you again? Because I can tell you the same thing however many times as you wish. You are a stupid, ugly moron. I am ashamed that a person like you is my little sister. I will not be nice to someone who disrespects and insults my fiancé, even if you are a member of my family. You have crossed the line, and I will not be able to forgive you, at least for a very long time.
No, please don't say things like that to me.
And I won't be visiting Mom and Dad's house either, because then I would have to see your stupid, ugly face again. So you make sure you apologize to Alice. If you don't, I will never, ever regard you as a member of my family.
I'm sorry. Will this do?
What?
I said I'm sorry. This is enough, isn't it? Please forget all the things I've said to you, because I'm sorry and I just said it. I apologized. So goodbye. Are you being serious? Was that your apology to me after all the nasty things you've said to me? Yes, it was. Do you have a problem with it? Well, it doesn't really seem like you're apologizing. It just seems like you said those words because your brother told you to. What? I said I'm sorry. That's all I can say. And I will also give you my blessing to marry my brother. That's enough, isn't it? And you should be thanking me for allowing this marriage. Thank you? Why do I have to thank you? Yes, you should thank me. Because I'm apologizing and accepting this marriage, although my brother's been ignoring me. He said that he won't speak to me ever again if I don't apologize to you. That's why I apologize to you. It's all because my brother asked me to, and so that he'll start talking to me again. And I'm also going to let you marry him. I'm doing so much for you two, so you really should be thanking me. How can someone be apologizing and be rude to me at the same time? And I also need to ask you something. I want you to hire me at your company. Oh, you can't be serious. I was just wondering which company I should work for. I don't mind working at your company, so you have to hire me. You should be happy. I'm gonna be a Harvard graduate. Which year are you in? You don't know anything, do you? I'm a senior. I'll graduate after spring semester. You're a senior? You should have your career thought out by now. I'm sure most of your friends have been offered their jobs from companies by now. It must be hard not to have been offered a position as a soon-to-be graduate from Harvard. I mean, it's a little late to start looking for jobs, isn't it? Stop asking me questions and just hire me! Well, hiring process for this year has already finished, and all those who are going to join my company have already been notified. I don't need to go through all that process, do I? I'm going to be your sister-in-law, and my brother already works for you. That should make things simple, right? Obviously, I qualify to work for your company. Actually, our hiring process is not that simple, you know. And you have to place me in the same team as my brother so that I can work together with him. It would be so fun working with my brother. I'd be able to spend so much time with him. Although we aren't on good terms at the moment, I'm sure working together will reunite us. What? My job should be just to watch over my brother. Don't you dare make me do anything else.
You're interested in working for my company, right? And that's why you want to work at my company, isn't it?
No, I'm not interested in your company at all. Please don't ask too much of me. It's already too much for me to accept, letting you marry my brother. I don't mind who my brother's marrying. I will always love him more than anyone else. I just want to be around him. And I'm pretty sure that he'll appreciate my presence around him as well.
If you think that's a good enough reason for me to hire you, then you're even dumber than I thought.
How rude! But it's not a bad idea to have me around. I'll keep an eye on him so that other colleagues won't try and seduce him. So you have got to hire me. This is a request from someone who's going to be your sister-in-law. You can't say no to your sister-in-law, can you? We're already a family, aren't we?
Actually, I can and I will. I'm going to tell you why I can't hire you in a way that it's easy for you to understand. So be quiet and listen. I don't hire stupid people. Now, was that easy enough? Do you understand? I don't need stupid people at my company because they just get in the way of the serious work we do. Which unfortunately and clearly means that you are not going to be hired at my company.
Are you telling me that I am stupid? I go to Harvard, you know.
But you haven't graduated yet. And I'm not so sure that you will be able to.
I will very soon. I have taken all the credits I need to graduate. So all I need now is a place to work for after I graduate. You shouldn't have any problem hiring me. And if you didn't, you would really regret it.
If you can't find a place to work for, why don't you take an extra year at college so that you can search for a place to work for? Oh wait, you can't. Because if you can't graduate this year, your parents are going to stop paying for your tuition, which means that you will not be able to graduate from Harvard in the first place. Yes, Ken told your parents about what you've been doing to me, and they were mad. They were furious and started apologizing to me themselves, you know. They told me that they were going to kick you out when you start working. And even if you weren't able to find a place to work for, you will still be kicked out of their house.
What? I cannot believe it. My parents are going to kick me out? What am I gonna do?
So even if you decide to take one more extra year, they're not going to pay for you. They said that you will have to quit college even if you didn't get a job.
What? Is that true?
Look, you don't have to be nice to me, and you can hate me for whatever reason you have. But before you say anything about my educational background or our wedding, you should start thinking about your life. I'm so sorry, but that's all I have time for now. I'm very busy running a company, and I don't have any more time that I can spend with you. My time is very limited, you know. I hope you find a company to work for soon. After that, Linda was told by her parents that they were terribly disappointed to hear that she was being rude to her brother's fiancé. She was also told that she will be kicked out of their house even if she couldn't find a company to work for. So she started to look for a job desperately. As she was graduating from Harvard, she eventually was able to find a job. But once she started working, she became much busier than she had imagined. She worked from early morning till midnight every day. She couldn't take any holidays, and so she cannot attend our wedding. What a pity! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content. Did the results come out? What happened? I hope you received good news.
I didn't make it again this time. What do I do? I don't know if this is the right thing to do for me anymore.
Oh, well, don't be so sad, babe. There are plenty more chances that you can try out. The world doesn't see what you are capable of yet. You're a hard worker, and they just don't know about that yet. Someday you will get a chance to prove yourself.
I always get dropped on the interviews. It's starting to make me tired. Should I just stop trying for a government position? Maybe it's not what I should be doing at the moment.
If this job is something that you really want to do, keep trying. I know you'll make it sooner or later because you want it and try hard for it.
I'm starting to lose motivation and feel sorry for my parents because they've been supporting me emotionally and financially for all of this. It's already been 5 years of me doing this now. I don't want to waste everybody's time anymore. Plus, I need to hurry up and get a job so I can marry you, too.
If that's what you're worried about, that's fine. I'll make sure to fend for the both of us. I have enough motivation to let my woman live a bountiful life.
Thank you so much, even for telling me that. But I also want to be able to stay independent and try by myself to earn enough. It's good to be able to have a skill that you can rely on, you know?
Aw, of course, of course. You're good at working in your field. And you're responsible, too. That's why I like you. You know what you're doing and have control over your life.
Are you sure that it isn't because I'm also working and it's not just you?
Of course not. I'm genuinely happy and proud of you. You're doing great.
Yeah, but I think I might start looking for an actual job from now on instead of studying. I think it's about time that I get up on my feet.
Okay. Well, do whatever your heart tells you to do. I'm always going to be here for you. I believe whatever you do is worth it, and I'll love to support you for it.
Oh, also? Isn't it your dad's birthday here in a little bit? What should I get him as a gift this time?
Wow, you remembered it? Thanks. I really do appreciate how you're so diligent in thinking about my dad. Not a lot of people do that. You're so kind.
Of course. He's going to be my father-in-law soon enough, and I want him to like me because I like him. My dream is to have a good relationship with my father-in-law. I like being likable and liking other people. Plus, all people are blessings.
Well, don't worry too much about my dad's gift for his birthday. I'll take care of it on my end. So how about getting some dinner with him for his birthday? Also, don't worry about him not liking you or anything like that. He absolutely adores you.
Okay. I wanted to give him something meaningful, though. But if you say so, then I'll just focus on getting a job. And once I get my first paycheck, I'm going to look for something to get him as a gift in general.
Dad, it's your birthday the day after tomorrow. Are you okay with going out for dinner with my girlfriend and me? A dinner? Oh, I don't need all of that. Why not just have something at home? I don't want to make you guys spend a lot of money. Come on now. I know you would love to go out with us on your birthday. You don't have to worry about us spending money or whatever. It's your birthday. We should definitely get something to eat for it. I want to at least do this for you. Plus, Natalia really wants to see you. Don't leave us hanging. Oh, really? Does Natalia want to see me? She's such a nice little young lady. If that's the case, I can't turn it down. Are you treating her like you should be treating her? Don't be mean to her. Of course, I do my best to make her happy. And why would I be mean to her? You're silly, Dad. It's like she's your daughter. What about me? You should be taking care of me first. I'll be jealous. I already took care of you for my whole life. What else do you want me to do? Kiss you on the forehead and tuck you in? Anyway, be nice to that girl. Are you two going to get married? You've mentioned something about that before. I think we're going to wait for a little longer. Natalia wants to get a job before we get married, so it doesn't really matter to me whether or not she has a job when we get married, but she wants to make sure that she can be stable herself, so I'm waiting for her. You know how she is. Yeah, I do know that. She knows what she's doing, and I'm proud of her for that. But even so, make sure to take care of her if she does struggle. You know it's a difficult world that we live in. All you have is each other. I understand. Thanks, Dad. I hope we can have a good time at dinner. It's been a while since I've seen her, though. I need to make sure that I don't look messy. What should I do first? Buy a new suit? You're going overboard with this, Dad. It's your birthday, so don't stress about other people. It's about you. Yeah, you're right. I just want to make sure that I'm presentable so that I can maintain this reliable father-in-law figure. Did you drop Natalia off? Are you on your way home now? Man, I am so full that I might explode. Yep, I just dropped her off. I'm on my way now. What about you, Dad? She didn't have to make the cookies. Tell her again that I really appreciate it. She's so nice. Make sure to care for her. And I'm glad that we went out tonight. I had a good time, and I appreciate you two for the effort. All right. I'll make sure to tell her. It made me feel relieved to see you having a good time tonight. It's all thanks to Natalia. She's very polite. It makes me want to brag about her to my friends about how I'll have the world's greatest daughter-in-law. It would be great if one day you two had kids that are just like her. We don't have any plans of having kids yet, but maybe one day. Oh, I almost forgot. There are a lot of appointments tomorrow with people needing a car wash. If you're not busy tomorrow, it would help out a lot if you could show up and lend a hand. Okay, I can do that. Good thing there's not much going on for tomorrow. But Dad, shouldn't you enjoy your life and go on vacations? You're retired now. Aren't you tired of working? Oh, don't worry about all that. I want to be able to move around and go outside. It would be depressing to just stay inside all day anyway. Even so, you've been working an office job your whole life. Now that you've started the whole car wash business, you've been needing to move around way more. Plus, there are no days off. Don't worry. I'm not that old to the point that I can't go to work anymore. I also want to be able to make and have enough money so that I can buy gifts for you guys and maybe one day take my grandchild to Disneyland.
Babe! Look! I made it! They selected me! It's finally all coming together now.
What? Wow. Congratulations, honey. I'm so happy for you. You've gone through so much.
Oh, I'm so happy! I can't believe this is really happening. If I knew that I was going to make it in one shot at a big company like this, I should have just aimed for this in the first place instead of a government job.
I'm sure the interviews and all of the studying that you did for the government jobs helped out with this one. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. All of your hard work has paid off. Again, congratulations. Do you want to go out and eat something tonight? I'll buy something for you. Anything you want.
Yeah, I would love to. Are you okay with seafood? I've actually been craving it for a while.
All right. I'll make sure to look for the best rated seafood in town. I'll come to get you later.
Aw, thank you so much. I'm already excited about it.
Babe, are you busy right now? How's it going so far?
Yeah. Oh, it's been a super busy day today. My mind is all over the place. It simmered down a little, though. What's up?
It's nothing. I just wanted to know how you're doing. I know that you've been busy recently, and even when we go on dates, it seemed like you were feeling off, so I was getting worried.
Well, that's what work does to you. It happens. I feel all slumped and unmotivated.
I know, but I was still worried about you. Try to take it easy and make sure to go on breaks whenever you need to. It's not good to wear yourself out like this.
Oh, my coworkers are talking to me. I'll talk to you a little later.
Okay. Make sure to relax. I miss you, and talk to you later. Are you off of work for the day? Did you make it back home safely?
Yeah? What's up?
It's the weekend tomorrow. Do you want to go on a drive to take in some fresh air?
Sure, I'd love to do that. Maybe go to the beach? I've been wanting to go to the beach. It'd be nice.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan to me. Do you want me to invite my dad on the trip too?
Your dad?
If you don't want to and just spend the day together, that's fine too. It's just that Dad's been asking about you and he misses you. It's been a minute since he's seen you. You know, sometimes when we go on little trips like these, we would take Dad with us. So I wanted to know if he wanted it to be like one of those this time too.
No. Also, doesn't he do nothing now that he's retired? All he does is stay at the house and hang around. What does he need to take in some fresh air? Let's just make it you and me.
What? Natalia, that's no way to talk about him. What was that for?
I'm not wrong though, am I? He used to own one of the bank centers in town, but now he's just another old guy who retired, isn't he?
Yeah, it's true that he retired and all, but he's still working. He's been working with the car washing stuff so that he can have some extra money to get you gifts. And if we have a kid one day, for that too.
Car wash? What work does he do, really? The machines wash the car for you, and all the worker has to do is wipe off some wet spots.
Why are you talking like that all of a sudden? Also, you know that the car wash that he does also does manual car washes too. He's a perfectionist, and so if there are like 2 appointments for hand washing cars, he'll suffer from the aftermath for like the next 2 days. You know this, so what is going on with you?
I don't know. You know what? It's whatever. I don't care about going to the beach anymore. It's so annoying. Why are you always trying to bring him around every time we go on a date?
Natalia, that's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to ask if you...
Stop. I'm going to go to sleep, so don't bother me anymore. See you. Marcus, how are you? I hope you're doing all right. I wanted to talk to you about something real quick.
Hey, Matilda. How have you been? I'm doing all right. It's so nice to talk to you. I know it's been a minute.
Yeah, it really has been a while. Did you get into an argument with my daughter?
Oh, yes. I guess it somehow turned out that way. Sorry for worrying you with it. I see. That's why she's been laying around and not doing much. She has no energy at all. What is going on? Why are you bothering her like that? She's already having a hard time being tired from working. You know that the company she works for is demanding. Give her some slack. She's probably going through hell every single day to make up for the years that she's lost. So why are you adding to her misery? I'm sorry. We didn't get into a serious fight. It's just that we got into a slight bicker when we were talking about going on a date. I'll try to make it up to her. It's not about making it up to her. It's about properly apologizing to her. I've already heard the story from her. Apparently, you've been trying to bring your dad to the dates. What kind of date is that? Who brings their dad on a date with their girlfriend? It's not that. We would sometimes go on trips with my dad, and so I just wanted to know if she would like to do that again this time. I even told her if she doesn't want to, then that was fine too. Ever since she started working, my dad hasn't seen her. He misses her, and that's why I wanted to bring him over this time. Oh, of course. All because my daughter got into a well-paying job at a well-known company. What? Does he want her to give him some money? Or take him out as a gift? Must be. I mean, what else can it be? Matilda, it's nothing like that. My dad is actually the one that wants to treat her this time for getting into such a prestigious position. How much could some guy that already retired treat her? I already know he's not going to do anything big. If anything, he'll give her some money that probably couldn't even pay for a meal. Why is he acting all big? Why are you talking about him like that? You and Natalia both know how hardworking he is. He does car washing services at the moment. How much could he really make off of that? If you clean someone else's car for a few bucks, then what? Think about it. Anyway, keep some distance from your dad so that you won't bother Natalia anymore. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that if you guys do get married, make sure that your dad doesn't do any harm to her. Stop tiring her out like this and disturbing her mood. It doesn't matter how friendly an in-law can be. To a woman, it's the most uncomfortable setting to be in. Put yourself in her shoes. Some old guy who's retired that has nothing going on for him constantly wants to bug Natalia like this. Do you think that she would be able to get the rest that she needs like this? It would be best if you could just quit talking to him. But if you can't do that, then keep some distance from him at least. Matilda, I think I'm going to have to talk about this with Natalia first. If a senior tells you to do something, just do it. Stop talking back. What? You have to talk it out with Natalia now. Jeez. Natalia, would you pick up the phone, please? Natalia! I was sleeping. What's up? Why did you call me? What do you think about this? What about it? What do you want to talk about? I'm talking about your mom. I think she went a little too far with this one. So this is why you woke me up? Maybe you should think about why she texted you all of that in the first place. Is it wrong for a mother to be worried about her daughter? That's why she said all that. Why would you tattletale on her like this? Why did you become this way? I understand that your work may be hard, but it's not an excuse for you to be acting like this. You've been insulting my dad. It's not just you either. It's your mom, too. Cool. If it's going to be like this, let's be honest with each other then. And what's wrong with me saying stuff about him? He doesn't have crap going on for him, but he wants to call me up all the time and see what's going on. He tries to butt in on our date. How am I not supposed to be annoyed by this? If that's really how you feel about him in this situation, then maybe we should rethink our marriage. I don't want to get married to someone who doesn't respect my dad. I understand that he may have been a little clingy, but it's all because he really likes you and welcomes you as our future daughter-in-law. I can't be marrying someone who can't see the effort behind someone's intentions. All you did was complain and not tell me what was wrong. Instead of fixing this, you just want to insult people for having a good heart. Oh, so you're going to defend your dad who doesn't have anything going on for him? All right. Such funny people you two are. Natalia, are you being serious right now? All right, do whatever you want. I don't care. You're annoying me for real this time. So stop talking to me. Babe, what are you doing right now? Why do you care? Why do you have to be like that? Do you want to go get some dinner with your dad tomorrow? It's been a minute since I've seen him. What are you talking about right now? You're the one that told me to not talk to you. You said that my dad bothered you so much that you don't want us to talk to you at all. What is this now? Oh, come on. What's wrong? You know that I was in a bad spot. There was too much work and I was sensitive. Please? I know that your dad likes Mexican food.
So I made sure to find the best one in town for us to check out. I'll buy it.
Natalia, what are you doing right now?
Also, when should we actually get married? Now that I've got a job, I feel a bit more stable. My mom thinks the faster, the better.
You told me that you don't want to anymore, and that I should do whatever I want.
Oh, who am I supposed to get married to if not you? Here, do you want to have a meeting all together next weekend? We should probably hurry with getting married. That way we can have a baby and give your dad a grandchild.
Are you being serious?
Of course I mean it. When did I ever lie to you?
Why did you suddenly change your mind? What is the meaning behind this?
I just feel sorry about the way that I was acting toward you. I was a little too sensitive, and that's why I acted the way that I did. I'll try to be the best daughter-in-law for Frank. You can count on me for this. Really.
Okay. I understand. Anyway, let's talk about it later for now.
Marcus, I have a quick question for you.
Yes? What is it?
I heard that Frank likes Mexican food. Is that true? Do you want to come by a little later and grab some of the food that I made? I got some horchata and machaca. I know it's hard for an older man like him to fend for himself.
What? I'm not really getting what you mean by all of this.
He's working hard all the time. I at least want him to be able to get enough nutrients in his system. I want to be able to help with getting him some good food and leftovers to eat at the end of the day. I'll make sure to take care of it on my end. So just tell me if he runs out, all right?
I don't understand. What is going on right now?
I just want to be friendly because we're all going to become family from here on out. There must be a lot of inconveniences that come with living alone as a man. What do you think about letting him live with you guys for like 3 years once you and Natalia get married? I want him to be able to try out some homemade food that Natalia makes, and I want him to be able to see his grandchildren grow once they come along. You should have told me about him earlier.
Tell you about what? I don't think I've been keeping secrets from anyone.
Oh, nothing. It's just that I had some errands to run downtown around where your dad's car wash is. My friend was over there at the moment and told me that the whole car wash service is his as well as the parking lot next to it. Alongside the building, too.
What? Is that why you asked me why I didn't tell you earlier about this?
Yeah! You should have told me earlier. Why were you keeping such a good piece of information to yourself? I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I got curious and did some research. Seems like the property value around that area is quite high. The amount of money that he brings monthly must be crazy big.
Does Natalia also know about this? About my dad and stuff?
Oh yeah, of course she does. I told her all about it. I told her to make sure to take care of him and be on his good side. Take Natalia over to his house and his workplace so that you and her can help out. I'm sure he needs help around there. Besides, who would inherit all of that property and money when he passes away? It'd all be you and Natalia.
I'll contact you later. I need to do something at the moment.
Oh, all right. I know you're a busy person. Sorry for the bother.
Dad, are you busy right now? No, I'm not too busy now. I was busy a minute ago, but I just sat down to rest. What's going on? Oh, I had something to tell you about regarding Natalia. Oh, yeah. I was going to talk to you about her too. I would have been caught in a sticky situation if it wasn't for her today. What do you mean? Did something happen? You don't know about it yet? She came over to my car wash and helped me out because she knows I need some help around here. She put in a half day at work. I guess she wanted to keep it a secret from you. Oops. That's my bad. Natalia helped you out at work? Well, how could I possibly make her help me with the car wash itself? She's such a sweet young lady. I couldn't make her dirty her hands. So I just asked her to look after the counter inside. Is she still there by any chance? No, she left a while ago. Why? Is she not answering the phone or something? No, it's not that, but I don't know, Dad. I don't think I want to get married to Natalia anymore. What? Why do you say that? Did you two get into a fight or something? I didn't think that would be the case. I saw her earlier and she seemed like she was in a good mood. It's just, there's a problem. I thought that it would be the best thing to do to tell you about it first. You know, for me, there's nothing that I can say about who you get married to because at the end of the day, this is about you and your life. If you did get into a fight with her, why not try to talk about it and make up with her? I don't think there are a lot of kind-hearted people like her nowadays. You're not even married to her yet. and she is already making me feel like I'm welcome in her family. How nice is that? It's not something that's very common in this time and age. Oh, it seems like I'm getting a customer again. I'll talk to you once I'm done with this one. All right, Dad. Be careful and take breaks. Natalia, are you there?
Hey, babe! What's up? I was going to text you so that we could go see your dad, but boom! You texted me first right at the moment.
Oh, he's not at work today.
Really? Did he go somewhere?
Yeah. Anyway, I was going to ask you if you and your mom could help out at the car wash center today. There are a lot of appointments today, and I got things to handle on my side too. We gotta make sure to help out with Dad's work so that he'll have something to give us later on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not an issue. I'll be over there with my mom working our butts off so that no other car wash in the area could even compete. Just pick us up when we're done, all right? Hey! You dirtbag! Where the hell are you right now? How are we supposed to get back home if you leave us here in the middle of nowhere in the city?
Where am I? And if I told you where I'm at, what are you going to do about it?
If you leave us out here with no way to get back, what are we supposed to do? And you're breaking up with me? We don't have our wallets or anything here!
That's your own personal problem to deal with. Wow, you and your mom. You two are disgusting and creepy. Not only did your mom do the research behind our back, but as soon as you two find out that he's got some property on his hands, you two wanted to act like the most innocent and kind-hearted people there are. How shameful. It almost makes me want to puke.
What's the problem here? Isn't it enough that we're treating him like a king now? All we have to do is take care of him and give him compliments until he passes away, is it not? Why are you getting mad at me for helping out?
And who the hell said that my dad is going to pass away? He has nothing wrong with his health. He's even more healthy than I am.
Oh, whatever. You know what I mean.
Why should I get married to someone like you? All you do is aim for someone else's wealth. You're two-faced. You don't even love me like that. It's the same thing for your mom, too. You and your mom both wanted to mock him and look down on him because you guys thought he was working for the car wash as an employee. As soon as your mom finds out that he owns everything, now he's worth your while? Wow. I just couldn't believe it when I figured it out.
I know you can't live without me anyway. Just get married to me and call it even. Am I trying to snatch his property and money away? No. I just want the building to my name and the land too.
No. I think not. I'm good with that. Hey, I transferred 10 cents to your bank account, because that's all you and your mom are worth. I hope you know that. Let's never see each other again or talk to each other again. It was not nice knowing you, and have a horrible rest of your life. Natalia continuously called me and texted me for a while after everything went down, cussing me out and blaming me for everything that happened. After doing that for about 3 hours, she simmered down and stopped blowing up my phone. My dad told me that they called up his phone too and harassed him, and he was confused as to what went down since I didn't tell them the truth about Natalia and her mom. I had to tell him about everything. He was absolutely maddened by their true colors and what they were aiming for. Of course, I knew it would have ended up this way because sooner or later, he would have figured it out himself. He despises people who judge others and look down on them just because of how much money they have and what occupation they are in. I told Natalia and her mom to never reach out to both my dad and me, but they kept showing up to my dad's car wash, disrupting his work. We had to report them to the police for that, and now they're charged with obstructing business. Since they were so greedy for money, they need to learn what it's like to lose it, too.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.